Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great Class A diesel motorhome value from Parkway RV Center. We just got in this 2000 model 35-foot Damon Ultrasport, model number 3480. It's got the 260 horsepower ISB Cummins diesel. It's got the 5-speed Allison transmission, front propane generator. It's a nice clean RV, folks. It's got one power slide out. And for the year, model, and the price, this is a nice motorhome. Got one slide out with awning topper. Got Michelin tires. Now, folks, it is a 2000 model. These things new were $130,000, $140,000 when it was brand new in 2000. So it's going to have some use to it. But all in all, folks, it's in great shape. You got the typical little bit of fading on the stripes like you're going to see in any 2000 model, but all in all, this is a nice clean RV, and it's going to do everything you need it to do and save you some money too. Of course, I've got it plugged into power right now. It does have a LP generator. Now, I usually run the generators, but this particular one happens to be out of LP at the moment, which we're going to run, fill it up, and make sure that generator works, and we guarantee all that. But it's got a little bit of fade on it, folks, but other than that, if you're looking for a bargain in a nice clean motorhome, this one's hard to beat. And don't get me wrong, folks, I mean, it's I know it's a 39.9 unit, and I'm going to use this other one beside it as an example. This one's 39.9, this one beside it's 69.9. Sure, this one beside it's a few years newer, got a couple of extra slides, but this one can't do anything that this one can do. In other words, this is 30 grand less. It's going to do everything that one can do and save you money too. So it's going to be a few years older, going to have a little bit more use, but if you're in the market to save money, which obviously you are if you're looking at used RVs, this is a great way to do it. You've got the optional door awning. It's got the optional power patio awning. Got the power steps. The 3480, 35 feet long, which is, great RV. Good size. It's not too big, not too small, kind of right in between. Usually you don't see diesel pushers this small. Normally they're 38, 40 footer, but take a look inside. Now, folks, I don't know the current mileage right now. After I started shooting my video, I realized I didn't bring the key, but I will post the mileage on the ad. It's got the 5-speed Allison. It does have the 260 horse Cummins diesel, the ISB, which is a workhorse of the Cummins line. The most popular engine choices that Cummins has ever built. They've been making that motor well over 20 years. And it's got over 1 billion road miles put on ISB Cummins diesels. Freightliner XC chassis, so you're never going to have a problem getting service or parts. That's a good thing about a motorhome, folks. There's more Freightliner chassis on motorhomes than any other chassis, and that way you can always get help, you can get service. Unlike an oddball chassis, you may have to wait weeks for parts. This is one right here that parts are readily available if you need them. And folks, after we sell every single RV that we do after purchase, my RV techs are going to take this to my shop. We're going to do up to a 138-point inspection. And of course, if you want a copy of that inspection report and what all it covers beforehand, you can give us a call or an email. My RV techs are more than happy to send you a copy of it via email or fax, so you can see for yourself how extensive we go through these RVs. And folks, we don't care what it costs to repair an RV. Let me clarify this. If I have to spend $1,500 to replace the fridge because it's bad, if I have to spend $1,000, $1,200 to replace an air conditioner because it's bad, I will do so, folks. We're very willing to spend whatever it takes money-wise to repair an RV to pass that inspection. A lot of folks don't. That's why it takes several days, because, folks, we go through that checklist religiously. And if something is not functioning on that checklist, it will function. We'll replace the part, repair it, whatever it takes to make it right and to make it pass that inspection. If we, it's nothing for us to spend $2,000 or $3,000 on a motorhome in parts and labor to make it pass that inspection, and we're completely willing to do that, folks. The other RV dealers, a lot of times they just patch it up, send it on. If it works today, it doesn't matter if it works tomorrow. But folks, we don't do that. It's going to pass that inspection with flying colors, no matter what it costs. And folks, like I said, you know, we've been in business a long time, and we're not going to let spending a couple of $1,000s in parts keep you from getting a good motor home, because we care about our reputation that we spent decades earning. So folks, this is a nice clean motor home. It's got nice recliner, matching recliner, leather chairs up front, got a fold-up table, got a table booth that makes a bed, and that box has got all your books and manuals. Got a sleeper sofa, got the nice mirrored accents around the slide out. You've also got a Corian countertops, microwave oven. This here is just a regular over-the-counter microwave, and it's got your standard oven as well. Real Corian countertops. Got the bevel glass. It looks great. And of course, folks, you know, it's got a few little stains on it. You know, after our RV's checked out by our certified RV techs, my cleaning crew gets in here and of course cleans everything up inside and out to, you know, before you pick it up or before we deliver it. Got the two-way RV refrigerator freezer, which is already turning cold. And of course, we check this on gas and electric operation. We have a pantry right here. Perfect for all your canned goods. It's got dual ducted airs, and I'm on 30 amp service. I can only run one at a time, but I've got the rear air on, and it's actually, believe it or not, this motorhome's small enough that one air keeps it nice and cool, because it's about 95 degrees today, and I've had the air on about 30-40 minutes, and it's already cooled off in here very, very noticeably with just one air. Now, if you turn both airs on, if I was hooked into 50 amp service, I could run both airs, and it would, you're not going to worry about this thing keeping you cool, folks. I promise you that. Got the carpeted headliner. Notice there's no water or no stains around the vents, no black stains, no bleach marks. You always want to look at that, folks, because if the previous owners did not keep the air filters clean in the unit, which is the life of any AC unit, is keeping the filters clean and replaced often, you're going to see a black residue around the vents, and the only way to get that black residue off is to use bleach, which is, of course, is going to bleach the carpet around the vent bright white. So if you ever see a unit for sale and it's got a black stain around these vents or bleach stain, then obviously they haven't kept the air conditioners serviced like they should and had the filters changed. Got a glass-in shower. Now remember, folks, this is only a 35-footer. It's not a huge motorhome. This is a pretty relatively small motorhome for a diesel. Got a skylight, and you may have noticed there's no water stains or no water marks. And of course, it's got a washer and dryer combo. Got a big hanging closet here. Of course, you can see me. Now, folks, I do have an announcement to make. You may have noticed I did an Allegro the other day, and I talked about this, about doing a 360 video. Well, I decided to go ahead and order the camera and equipment, and it did come in today. I'm not going to start publishing 360 videos right away. I'm going to do some 360 pictures, just do some test videos so I can get the hang of it. But I don't want anybody to think that I'm still not going to do traditional videos. I'm still going to do my videos like I'm doing now. And I'm just, when I get done with that video, I'm just going to shoot maybe a 5, maybe 10-minute 360 video so you can see the motorhome from all angles. And I may experiment some with the 360 pictures too. It's just figuring out what works best for y'all and what's going to work for me too. But I will be starting to do 360 videos, and I'm probably not going to start out doing them on all the units because it's going to take a lot longer to do it. So I'm still going to do my traditional videos on everything, but you may see a 360 video pop up, you know, every once in a while. And of course, there's a few bugs to work out that I'm learning to work out as far as editing or anything like that, folks, but rest assured those 360 videos are coming soon. I've only seen one other RV dealer do this in the whole country, so it's going to be something unique, and it's going to give you a unique perspective on the RV because you can pause the video, you can look around, see, it's just almost like you're standing in it yourself, and you can look around at pretty much any angle you want to see. And I think it's really going to help, especially for those of you who buy sight unseen. It's going to give you almost as close to a hands-on perspective as you can actually have on an RV without actually being there. And like I said, folks, if you'll bear with me, I'm learning the editing part and learning to upload them, and you know, it's a little different than a traditional video. So it's, y'all just hang tight, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to have something unique. I will promise you that. It's going to be something that you're not going to see pretty much anywhere else except one other RV dealer to date. So, and they've only done 2, so it's not like it's a thing that's really caught on yet. But I really think y'all are going to like it. Just a couple of test videos I've done look really good. So anyway, I'll have that up and running here in the next few days, I hope. But anyway, folks, this unit's only $39.9, and that is the out-the-door price. You know, I'm not like these other dealers that may advertise a motorhome for $39.9. And then by the time you walk out of there, if you say you're a cash buyer, you're just going to write a check. Well, you got to write the check for about $52,000 because they're going to add several $1,000s worth of fees to that sales price. We're not like that, folks. $39.9 is out the door price. It includes that up to 138-point inspection that it will go through after purchase. And, you know, it's not plus freight fees. It's not plus dock fees, tag fees, temporary tag fees, title fees, and all that other junk, folks. The average RV dealer adds several $1,000s in fees to the sales price. And a lot of times they don't tell you till you get ready to close the deal. And the bad thing about it is, folks, all those fees that they charge you are 100% dealer profit. Don't fall victim to this fee scam. It's a thing that they borrowed from the auto dealers, except they upped it up several times what auto dealers charge. And it's just a way for them to get more money out of you without, and still advertise a lower price, because they disguise the extra add-on fees as just as fees. They have a song and dance for it, folks, I'm sure, but they're all, don't let them fool you, they're all 100% dealer profit, all 100% unnecessary to purchase a used or new RV. So anytime you deal with any used RV dealer, or new as a matter of fact, always ignore the advertised price. Get the out-the-door price. Tell them, even if you're not bringing a check, tell them, hey, I want to bring a cashier's check from my bank. How much does it need to be made out for me to drive this RV home? And you're going to be very surprised when the out-the-door price is several $1,000s higher than the sales price. So keep in mind, folks, our out-the-door prices are exactly what's on the windshield. You pay tax if you're a Georgia resident, since we're a Georgia dealer. And if you come from out of state, like most of our customers do, you're going to pay your sales tax in your home state when you title the unit. We don't have any add-on fees. We have interest rates as low as 3%, which is less than you can get on a brand new one. And the reason why our interest rates are so low is simple, folks. Other RV dealers have learned to exploit people who need to finance RV, which is most of you watching these videos. I mean, that's just a fact of life. And what they do is, the bank lets them do this. They've got this worked out with their lenders. The banks let them mark the interest rate up, usually double or more over what the bank approves you for. Just like us, they can get you approved at 3%. But unlike us, they take that 3% and tell you it's 6%. Costing you thousands of dollars in higher RV payments over the life of an RV loan. So it's going to be, it's a big scam, folks. And that's why I see so many people come in here, folks. I see it every day. They come in here with a motorhome or a camper or a fifth wheel they bought from a dealer, another dealer, and you know, they got suckered into buying all these extra services like the fabric protection, the fiberglass protection. They come up, they hit you up with so much crap that they charge you thousands of dollars. Most of these dealers that offer those services have marked them up 3 or 4 times over dealer cost. Gap insurance, which is a total crock, folks. You don't need gap insurance if you bought the RV right to begin with, because all gap insurance does is if your RV gets totaled out, it covers the amount. If you owe more than it's worth, it covers the difference. And if you buy it right to begin with, you don't need gap insurance. But if you feel you need gap insurance, let me save you some money, folks. Go to your insurance company and buy it. You can buy it for $200 or $300, where an RV dealer is going to charge you $2,000 or $3,000 for the same thing or more, because they mark it up, and a lot of times they add it right to the loan with that marked up interest rate, costing you even more money. And that's why I see so many people come in here that bought RVs from other dealers that want to trade them in because they were very attracted by our low prices. And they come in here, and even if you give them full retail book for their trade-ins, they're still $10,000, $12,000, $15,000 upside down, or $10,000, $12,000, $15,000 that they owe more than the retail value of their trade. And there's nothing you can do. And as much as we try, folks, we don't want to bury you in another RV like that, because we want you to come back here in a few years and buy the one you bought from us today. We want you to trade it back in and get something else. And it's hard to do that when you're so upside down in your trade-in to begin with, because you went to one of these other dealers and bought into all the games and extra services they talked you into, and before you know it, you owe. God, it's crazy, folks. I could tell you some horror stories, believe me, but I'm not going to. But don't fall victim to all that, folks. You don't have to worry about that here. Whatever the bank approves you for is what you pay as far as interest rates are concerned. We don't charge you a bunch of extra services or anything like that. If this unit qualifies, we do offer an extended warranty. If this unit qualifies, you'll have to ask your salesperson. And they'll give you a price on a warranty, but rest assured, folks, those warranties, we don't make any money on them. We just sell them for dealer costs. So whatever it costs us for the warranty is what we charge you. We don't make any money on that. We also offer nationwide delivery, and again, it's offered at cost only. We don't make profit on delivery. You know, these other RV dealerships, they double what it costs them to deliver an RV, and they add it to the price. Well, folks, you don't have to worry about that here. If you do take that delivery option, you pay whatever it costs us to get this RV to your driveway or wherever you want us to put it, and get my driver back home. You don't pay a dime more than that, folks. If it costs us $1,371 to take this thing to Nevada, we charge you $1,371. We don't double it. We don't make any money on delivery. We offer it as a courtesy. We have the lowest prices on the internet. We're one of the oldest used RV dealers in the country. We've been in business for over 48 years, independently owned and operated, and family run, of course, for 3 generations. Kind of place you don't hardly see anymore. And the reason why we've been in business so long, the reason why we sell over 500 used RVs a year is simple, folks. We believe in treating the customer right. We don't believe in nickel and diming you to death and overcharging you for RVs. We keep our prices lower than everybody else because we've been in business so long, folks. Everything we own's paid for. We don't have the overhead. We don't have loans and mortgages, and we don't go to the bank and borrow money to buy RVs like these other RV dealerships do, because when you go to a dealership that floor plans or finances the RVs they have to buy to sell, they're getting charged thousands of dollars in interest per unit, and they just pass those costs along to the customer in the form of higher prices. We don't have commission salespeople, folks. That's the way we've done it for almost 48 years. That's the way our buyers love it. And let me tell you why. When you go to a lot that has a commission salesperson, a lot of you never think of this, but a commission salesperson doesn't get paid by the hour. They don't get paid salary. They only get paid when they produce a sale. The bad thing is the average RV sales commission is 25% of the gross profit. That means that dealership has to mark their prices up an additional 25% over what they were originally going to price it to cover the salesperson's commission. In other words, the dealership doesn't pay their salespeople. You do, by paying thousands more for the same RV that you can buy here for thousands less, simply because they don't pay their salespeople salary. They only pay them commission. Costs you a lot of money to do that, folks, and plus you got to realize when it comes to negotiating with a commission salesperson, it's very, very hard, because you got to always keep in the back of your head every extra dollar that commission salesperson squeezes out of you is an extra 25 cents in their pocket. Keep in mind, folks, if you've got a trade-in, that a lot of people don't know this either, the commission salesperson gets paid commission on how much money under market value they can get you to take for your trade-in. In other words, say the trade-in value of your RV is $20,000. let's say they smooth talk you and do all these games and talk you into taking $15,000 for your trade. Well, guess what, folks? That $5,000 deficit, the salesperson gets 25% of that as a commission, extra $1,250 in their pocket. So that's why it's so hard to deal with a commission salesperson, because they're going to squeeze every bit of money they can out of you to get a bigger commission check. And, you know, in some ways I don't blame them. If me, you, or anybody else was paid that way, I'm sure we'd all be the same way. But because that we use salary-based salespeople, I don't have 30 or 40 salespeople like most lots our size do. You know, we have 3 full-time salespeople currently, but this allows you to deal with a person handshake to handshake. You deal with them one person when you call, when you come in, when you pick your RV out. They get you approved for financing, because we don't have finance managers, because they're the ones that mark the interest rates up and rip you off on all those other services. But we don't have finance managers. You deal with your salesperson the whole time you're here. We have a service manager. You talk to him too, and he'll help you out with as far as anything special you want done to the RV, or give you updates on the progress of it after you purchase it, of the inspection on it. And that's it, folks. You pretty much deal with 1 or 2 people the whole time you're here. That's it. No shuffling around from person to person, to sales manager, to finance manager, to business manager, to closers, and all that stuff, folks. It's very simple, very stress-free. My salespeople are salary-based, so they get the same amount every single payday. It doesn't matter if you buy this motorhome or buy from somebody else. It doesn't matter to them as far as their paycheck's concerned. They're here to work for you, folks. Not like a commission salesperson who's only looking out for their own interest. They're looking out for your interest, because that's what they're paid to do. They're not paid to sell. They're here to help you. So give us a call. Our phone numbers again are 706-965-7929. Evenings and Sundays after hours, you can call 423-605-6747. Our website's parkwayrbcenter.com. I add units to it every day. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, especially if you want to see these 360 videos I'm going to shoot, folks, because I'm going to tell you, they're going to be really, really cool. And I'm still going to do these videos on every unit too. So for those of you who like my videos the way they are, don't worry. I'm still going to do them. I'm just offering options to people who want to see the 360. Thank you for watching, and look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.